Get cool stuff for what you were going to do anyway. Drink beer. With Buy Beer, Get Gear from Labatt, you can just snap a photo of your receipt and upload it to the website to rack up points for exclusive merch. Get points for every purchase, whether you're grabbing a pint on draft, a case for a party, or a tall boy at the stadium. Any size, any product, anywhere you buy Labatt. Buy beer, get gear. Sign up now at rewards.labattusa.com.
How's that?
I like that. Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Check for sound.
Pleasure to be on there talking with Paulie, man. He's a good dude.
I'm an idiot.
I'll just shut up and let you talk. I was trying to help.
And shout out to Tupac.
3, 2, 1, and now.
This is Orange Nation.
Well, hello, Paulie and Steve.
With Stephen Fonte and Paulie Sibilia.
Check the rock.
Good afternoon, everyone. Glad to have you with us alongside Paulie Sibilia. I am Stephen Fonte. We are back from a week off as we welcome you into a Monday edition of Orange Nation. As we sat down to do the show, you said, I don't want to do this today. We just had a week off.
I didn't miss this at all. I didn't.
We did come in on our week off to talk with Tyus Battle. We'll play that interview back for you coming up in the next segment. SU's new Director of Player Development. So Tyus Battle on tape at 12:15. We will have Mike McAllister live at 12:30. And then Andrew Derenbacher will be in with us at 1 o'clock. He is part of the tandem that raises money every year for the United Way, playing. It started with 100 holes of golf in one day. It's up to 105 holes of golf.
Whoa.
They will do that this Wednesday, beginning at 5 a.m. at the Calvary Club. We'll talk with Andrew Derenbacher about the fundraiser, and if you would like to get involved, again, that's coming up at 1 o'clock. Plus, we'll mix in your phone calls throughout at 315-437-7644.
How'd you sleep last night, Steve?
I did okay last night. I did.
Good for you.
How about you?
How was Father's Day? Did you get anything good from the kids?
Father's Day was great. My daughter, unfortunately, couldn't get home, so she's coming home next week. I did not know quarter zips. I got my little guy got me, like, he made out these coupons, you get an extra hug with this one. One was like, I'll bring you a drink.
Oh, great.
It was, I'll empty out the dishwasher.
I'm broke.
I mean, he's 5, so but no, it was a great Father's Day. Got to spend much of it with my dad, and that was special. And it was a nice day.
Oh,
nice weekend.
I forgot to bring your card holder. I'll get you one.
Oh yeah, he
pulled a con-knipple.
So I got him cards for his kindergarten graduation.
Oh,
right?
big graduation
last Monday. So I got him a box of basketball cards because he's more into the NBA than he is baseball. And he pulled. I don't know anything about it, but we looked it up on the internet, and it was
it's probably about an $80 card.
$80. Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Good pull.
Yeah.
Tell him to sell it and get your real gift.
he said, I don't know who this is, and he handed it to me. He's like, here, you can have it.
Yeah, he's pretty good. Anything happen over the week? We went to lunch. Yeah, no.
We did. We went to lunch. That was the highlight of my week, Paulie.
It was mine, too. That was it. I did nothing. I walked Green Lakes a couple times, walked the Parkway. Very exciting vacation. Seems like Syracuse is creating jobs for their basketball program, which was way behind. It felt like for years. It was like you look at Duke, you look at any other school, and they had lots of people working with their players in every facet, and Syracuse had 4 guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it does seem like they're getting up with the times. And I think part of it, too, was, in the negotiations with bringing on a new head coach, I think the new head coach, whether it was Jerry or whoever, I think wanted to make sure that they had the resources necessary to compete. I think this is part of it, right? This is part of taking that next step and getting with the times. And, I think we're starting to see that they're serious about competing. And they were maybe behind for a couple of years, and now they're getting up to speed or doing their best to get up to speed.
The Q66 wants to know if we played golf, Steve. No, we did not. I won't get into the fact that I didn't want to and that I think Steve may have another injury.
Why didn't you want to?
I don't know. It's just the more
Too much
I thought about it, I was like, that sounds awful. Let's just eat and sit.
So that's what we did.
Yeah. So Spatch of the Week says, restart the show, horrible energy. Yeah, who cares? Don't care. Yeah, so no, Syracuse does need to get caught up with other schools, which is kind of embarrassing that they were that far behind. We saw it in football for years where they weren't paying coordinators enough and they would lose them.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kevin Rogers. Remember that?
Yeah.
It's something Syracuse has to get with the times. They got to spend money and they've got to pay players. And it's about time. And you got to hope it works now. You hope you didn't fall too far behind.
Yeah, and the addition of Tyus, and we already did that interview, obviously. We caught up with him last week. He is, we talked a couple weeks ago about the vibe around this program. He fits in with the vibe, right? Young, up and coming.
Hard worker.
He told us, and again, we're going to play the interview back for you, but he told us that he had his eyes on trying to become a head coach at the high school level, and then this call from Jerry came, it sounds like out of the blue. Jerry FaceTimed him one day about a month ago, he talked to him about the position, and Tyus was like, I can't pass that up. And, there's this young enthusiasm and energy, I think, around the program right now, and Tyus fits in well with that. And it's good to have him back because, again, Tyus, I think, Jerry's obviously surrounding himself with people he trusts. And we know that Jerry had a very close relationship with Tyus when he was here as a player and vice versa. Those two, guys think a lot. It's kind of like Gavin Doty and him, right? Like Jerry talks about how Gavin Doty is very much like him. I think Jerry is, he's surrounding himself with guys who are like-minded that he trusts. And, it does seem you hate when we talk about winning the offseason, but it feels like they've got the pieces in place, and we'll see where it goes from here.
We don't know.
He's getting the staff that he wants, and we'll see. That's what I just said. We'll see where it goes.
Yeah,
we'll see where it goes.
You can't say they won the offseason.
When you get the guys you want, I think you feel like you won the offseason. So I think Jerry believes he won the offseason. Now we will see where it goes.
Look at you, Mr. Moral Victories over here.
I prefaced it by saying
you get a week off.
I was just going to say I'm glad to see that the week off.
Rainbows as soon as we get on the air.
Glad to see the week off didn't change you at all.
Look at the unicorns flying around for you right now.
I prefaced it by saying, I know you hate talking about winning the offseason. I think Jerry believes they've won the offseason. Yeah. And we don't know what it adds up to.
I'm tired of believing they won the offseason. I want to see them win the real season.
Yeah,
all right?
I get it.
There's enough offseason wins to, if offseason wins got you a trophy, Syracuse would have a lot.
Yes.
They don't have a lot of trophies. No, it is. It looks good. He's also got a good mix of guys we don't know and guys that are connected to the program. I don't know if that's a good thing. Some of the fan base wanted none of that, and he's got there's 5 people on the coaching staff.
Here's the thing:
are tied to Syracuse.
People want wins, and so if it works, if next season looks good, people aren't going to care that. They have ties to Syracuse. Like those same people that wanted them to go outside the family will give up on it. And people just want success here, and they just want wins.
Yeah. That's why I'm sick of talking about the offseason. I'm the same way as them.
I get it.
I'm the average Joe. I don't know if you know that about me, Steve.
Yeah.
Average Joe.
Yeah, you speak for the people. And I'm right there. I'm right there with everybody else in that I want to see it too, see it to believe it. I think listen, nothing's going to change from now until the beginning of November, right? So, I think you got to believe in the new coaching staff that, Jerry knows what he's doing. He's getting the people he wants. He's putting this together the way that he wants it to.
The center position is going to be better to begin with, right?
Because Arinze's the coach.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's a good, right? I've been told that.
Yeah.
If you have a center coaching the centers, you can't go wrong. Center's going to be an All-American. And, and Jerry was a good hire. I am happy with the Jerry hire. That is an off-season one. I don't know a damn thing about the staff.
You don't know anything about Tyus Battle. You don't know.
No,
anything about
I know he's young. and he's close to the player's age, so he's relatable for them in the director of player development. That seems like it's a good thing. Steve, he's developing players at Syracuse where he went, so he knows the ins and outs. I get it. I just don't know if that translates to a W anywhere.
Well, right. But again, we do know some things about Tyus Battle. We know he is a tireless worker, right? And that's, as the director of player development, he's going to be working out with these guys.
Yeah.
You want that work ethic to rub off on the players. I don't know. To say that we don't know anything about these guys, I mean, we do.
Yeah, we as players.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't know. I've never I didn't spend a lot of time breaking down Arenze's coaching.
Yeah.
I know more about his player.
Right. I guess, again, I'm going back to Tyus, though. And one of the things we know about Tyus is that he's, nobody's going to outwork him. And as the director of player development, that is his job, is to work out with the players.
We'll learn what that job is here in a minute. And it doesn't sound fun. It sounds like you just got to be at the beck and call of basketball, college-age basketball players.
Right. Being a young guy, though, and new into coaching, or relatively new into coaching, it sounds like he's excited for the challenge. So let's take a time out here. We're going to
move the ball. I've never seen him talk before. Chet says, why would having a center coach the centers not be good? No, it would. It's great. I've been told that's going to save the program. A non-center should never coach a person taller than them, ever.
Let's take a break. We're going to get to that interview on the other side with Tyus Battle. We got Mike McAllister coming up at 12:30. We are just getting started here on a Monday edition of Orange Nation. Boy, it feels good to be back. So,
doesn't it, Steve? Well, you didn't have to come in here all happy and talking about good things. Nobody wants that.
I thought you would have come back like refreshed. And
I am refreshed.
No, you're not. You're as grumpy as you've ever been.
I am refreshed and angrier than I've ever been.
Why? What are you angry about today? What is there to be angry about?
I don't need you blowing smoke up my butt.
I wasn't blowing smoke.
I don't think the fans do either. I'm sick of your off-season wins.
Zip
all right?
it. This is what I said. At the end of the sentence, I said, we'll see where it goes. I don't know what it's going to add up to. Okay. I think Jerry feels good about where they are right now.
Says, Paulie was probably drinking nonstop last week. This is sad to see. I did partake in some adult beverages on the first Friday off, and I regretted it Saturday.
Then you texted us at like 2:30 in the morning. So.
2:30. It was 12. Come on.
It was pretty late.
It was like midnight.
Is that what
I was home in bed at midnight. I just wanted to point out that being drunk and having DoorDash is a game changer in life. Like, if that was available when I was younger, I'd be dead by now. There's something about stuffing BK in your face drunk at midnight. That was delightful to me.
I feel like that text came in so late that I got it the next day.
Well, it's because you're soft and you were probably in bed at midnight.
I don't know. I'm gonna find.
Paul was going through it. Well, Paul can come in during the commercial break if you're on YouTube, Q Sports Talk or QSportsTalk.com. And I didn't say anything weird. I just said DoorDash is a game changer. And if I had this apartment in my 20s, I'd be dead right now.
All right, let's hit a timeout. We'll get to the Tyus Battle interview next on ESPN Radio.
Catch Sunday Night Baseball every Sunday night at 6:30 on ESPN Radio Syracuse.
From Whitesboro to Utica, New Hart.
Naturally, you sent these at
11:58. Yeah. Oh, it was so late.
I remember being up watching soccer and looking down at my.
Yeah, I'm not staying out till 2 o'clock.
No. 12:56 a.m. No. So, yeah, he started it. I got the beginning of it.
Right,
but I'm saying
I'll get out of here.
The end of it was at 1
a.m.
a.m.
Okay.
Get out of here. That's garbage.
I'm pretty sure my dad
Your dad what?
I'm pretty sure he owned that.
So, story about this shirt. Are you familiar with why I'm wearing it?
No.
Oh, okay. So this is the shirt that I wore the day that Emma was born, and then I happen to be wearing the same shirt the day that Luke was born. So it's my Father's Day shirt. My daughter FaceTimed me yesterday from New York. She said, "Dad, why are you not wearing the shirt?" And I was like in a sweatshirt and like a t-shirt and whatnot. I said, "I just want to be comfortable today." I said, "But I will wear it tomorrow in your honor."
Why do you guys feel bad for Steve? He came in here with his garbage take.
There was no take. I said that Jerry feels like they're in good shape.
I know you don't like to win the offseason, but they won.
I heard they won the offseason.
Yeah. They're undefeated in the offseason thanks to Steve's stupid takes.
But yeah, no, Paulie sent a picture of Burger King and said, my friends took me out and got me drunk. The notices were changeable. Or the changes were very noticeable. Said that backwards. And then Tim said ChatGPT does not approve of this meal. Steve laughed. Then Paulie said,
so I was up at that time. I had fallen asleep by 1 a.m. when he kept
It's because
texting.
you're not a bro and don't stab and talk like the other guys.
Paulie said it was effing fire.
No, there was a lot of Paulie that nobody responded to. You texted from 12:54 a.m. to 1 o'clock, and you sent 5 texts and nobody responded.
I think they were scared of drunk Paulie.
I was just giggling the whole time, just watching it.
Yeah, I didn't say anything weird.
No.
Just shut up. with
I'm
your
never
horrible
drunk,
takes.
but DoorDash is a game changer. If I had this apartment.
DoorDash is like, we used to have to go to Taco Bell. Like, I had DoorDash. I met the dude outside of my apartment at midnight and just walked up and went to bed.
And then Paulie said, when did I get so old that my friends' kids came out drinking with us to watch the Knicks game?
Yeah.
He started questioning his age.
That really bothered me. That bothered me. That made me feel real old that, like, my friend's son and kids were out drinking at the Hop Spot.
But yeah, that was...
Well, you are of that age. I mean, my daughter's 23.
Like, I
and
could
you're
be a
older than me,
granddad.
so, yeah.
I don't like that.
That was shenanigans of drunk Paulie. And then he was going after somebody who sold their Jalen Brunson 1 of 1 for $300 in 2019.
Do you want a con knipple?
Yeah, I'll take it. How much?
I don't know. It says like 80 or 100.
So 15, you're going to charge him 80 or 100?
Am I allowed to haggle with your kid, or do I have to go through you for this?
Treat him a Steph Curry Common for it.
He was so excited he got Steph Curry.
Well, I mean, he's 5.
That's all he cared about. He just cares about the ones he knows. He doesn't know con
That's the love of the hobby right there.
Yeah, no, that's the best part. I mean, I
How
have
drunk on a scale of 1 to 10? Well, I haven't been drunk since my 50th birthday, so it's like 4 years. So I'd probably put it at a 7.5.
You said it took you 2 days to get sober? I remember
Not get sober, not be like
well, yeah,
groggy and like headache. It sucked. It's just like every few years I remind myself why I don't do it.
Well, I have some Steph Curry, LeBron.
Yeah, brain fog.
You collect basketball cards?
No, I collect Celtics.
He collects SpongeBob cards.
I did buy a bunch of SpongeBob cards.
Do you remember how we started Tyus off? Was it we asked him how the position came to be?
Give me a second.
It's okay. We're coming back. Okay. We'll just, is ready to go?
Yeah.
Okay.
And we asked him a question. And it went a little something like this.
I would assume we're picking up with his answer.
Yeah, but we don't know what to. We talked to Tyus Battle, and it went a little.
How this position came to be.
And it went a little something like this. Something like this. Oh, my board hopping skills have not gotten better over the. MC Shan is our artist of the day, Steve. My board hopping skills have not gotten better over the. There, I'm just catching up now. I'm trying to figure out which one is playing audio. That one right there. All right, I think we fixed it. MC Shan, you let me pick the artist of the day.
I did.
For my birthday, even though it was a week ago.
Did you have a good birthday?
Yeah, I got drunk and I hated myself for 2 days. It was bad.
But then you had a whole week to recover.
Yeah, I love walking Green Lakes. I wish I might just buy the pass and just go because I walk the Parkway a lot. I think I might switch to Green Lakes. I like it there. It's shady, cool, beautiful. Indy likes it. I might just do that. I had moments.
What's the path there? It's like a mile around?
No, it's more than that. I do the back lake too.
Oh, okay.
It was like 3.5.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. I'm a man, Steve. I don't walk just
And Indy is Jack Russell, so
yeah.
it goes without saying.
We talked to Tyus Battle. We don't know what we asked.
We did.
It's been over a week ago.
Right, it was about a week ago. I believe we asked him off the bat just about the position and how it came to be. So let's take a listen to Tyus Battle.
Right.
We talked, it was about, 2-3 months ago when Jerry got the job. And, I guess, did you have an inkling at that point that something like this might happen? Or how did this whole opportunity come to be with you in Syracuse?
No, it was kind of a surprise. I mean, I wasn't really pursuing the college basketball route at that time. I was focused on my high school basketball team and transitioning to hopefully a high school head coach. But Jerry called me about 3 or 4 weeks ago. It was a complete shock to me. Called me on FaceTime and offered me the job. And it was I couldn't turn it down. Just to come back here and be a coach is just a dream come true for me.
What about your coaching venture here? When did you start coaching, and when did you decide you wanted to be a coach?
So after I got hurt, I hurt my knee. I was doing rehab in Manhattan, and one of my close friends who actually went to Syracuse as well, he was a coach at Columbia Prep in Upper West Side in New York City. So that's when I started coaching. That was my first coaching job. It was an 8th grade boys basketball team. So I would go to rehab and then go to practice. And then the year after, I coached at Pennington Prep, which is a high-level prep school in New Jersey. We play in the Maple League. If you know some of the teams like Blair, Lawrenceville, Petty, very high-level talent. And this job came along at Syracuse.
So you said you couldn't turn it down. What was it about working with Jerry, the opportunity to do that again, coming back to your alma mater that got to a point for you that you said, you know what, I can't pass this up. I got to take this opportunity.
I mean, me and Jerry, we've always had a very good relationship. He was my guard coach here at Syracuse. We were always extremely close, always kept in touch. When he was at Siena, I went to Siena games and went back to the locker room. And it's just to see his command and presence when addressing his team as a head coach. That was my first time seeing it. And, I mean, Jerry has a way about him where he makes you believe everything he says, man, and he's able to bring everyone together, and it's really a special gift that he has, and I just want to be a part of it at Syracuse.
So this new role that you have, can you give us an idea? You're going to be in the player development field. What does that entail? What's a normal day going to look like for you in terms of your responsibilities within the program?
Just staying in the gym with the guys. Anytime they want to get a workout in, either before practice, after practice, come back later at night. I'm the guy for them, and especially summertime is an extremely important time because what you do during the summer is what shows out on the court during the season. And also, I'm not very far removed from the game, so someone they can relate to, talk to, when they have problems or just situations just want to talk about.
You mentioned that you would stay close with Jerry and that you had gone to a bunch of the games there and talked with the players in the locker room. The fact that there are a number of Siena players on this roster, and Ryan Mesh, who was a Siena recruit, and a couple guys back from last year from the SU squad, and Kai and Anthony, Sadiq White. Do you feel like, and I know you've only been here a short time or back here a short time, but do you feel like there's already some chemistry being built among the guys and the team here, even though it's just the summer?
Yeah, you could definitely see that. I mean, they played with each other for a year, and that I feel like today's day and age, that's the toughest part and most important part when building a roster. A lot of guys, they transfer around and they only play for teams for a year or two, but to have guys on our squad this year who know each other well, know where they like the touches on the floor and stuff like that, it gives us an advantage.
Jerry said something the other day. We had him here in studio about a week or two ago, and he said, I know I was gone for 2 years, but I feel like I never left. It was obviously a little bit more than 2 years for you, but it's been, about 7 years since you last played here. Does it feel like you ever left? I mean, what's it been like for you being back in town, being back on campus, and being back a part of this thing?
It's surreal, honestly. It really is. Throughout my time, dealing with these injuries, I've came up here a couple times, watched the past teams play. But it just feels like yesterday I was just, walking through the gym, waking up in the morning for these morning workouts, competing. And it's just an amazing feeling to be back here.
You mentioned that Jerry was your position coach, and you guys, from what I remember, were very, very close when you were a player here. Now that you are going to be a colleague of his and coaching alongside him, is there something that maybe he taught you along the way when you were a player, when you had that coach-player relationship with him, or something that stuck with you when you were playing professionally, when you left here, that now you're going to share with the current players?
I would just say the biggest thing is just putting the time in the gym. That's the biggest thing. I mean, when I was here, we used to have 5:30 a.m. workouts every single day during the summertime, and we just grinded. I know going into my sophomore year, that was one of the hardest summers I worked. Myself and Frank Howard were in there every single morning. And, that was one of the best years of my career when I stepped on the court. So the work you put in will always show at the end of the day.
You were able to get to the team to the tournament when you were a player. Like, how important is it for you to get the team back to the tournament?
That's the ultimate goal. That's the ultimate goal. I think we're going on, 5 years. A tournament appearance. So that's the main goal. And I think we have kids on this, students on the staff, on the team that are hungry and want that tournament experience. It's special. It's special.
Jerry has talked in recent interviews with us about the fact that it means more having worn the jersey. The fact that you've got Ryan Blackwell and yourself and AO and Jerry obviously here. Does that help you in your coaching? The fact that you've put on the orange jersey, you know what it means to play here and to succeed here. Does that help in terms of getting your message across to the guys?
Oh, of course. It always hits home a little bit more when you actually were at the university the students are playing at now. You walk through this campus. You know how the fans are. And it's and a lot of times it's hard being a student athlete, especially at this university where fans are so passionate, people are so passionate, and it's pressure to win. So it's always good where you're able to have a coach where you can come to and talk to and just help you through those experiences.
I know you're just about a couple weeks in terms of the summer workouts. Based on what you've seen, I would assume it's a small sample size at this point, but based on what you've seen, how does the team look to you? What stands out to you about this team?
They're looking good. They're a hungry group. I'm really loving the competition level right now. And for me, that's the most important part. You have to compete when you step on the floor. Defensively, we're looking very good. We have a couple very good shot blocking bigs, shot blocking wings, and I think we can push the tempo on offense as well.
We talked to Jerry about the roster, and he had said, what was it, a couple weeks ago, that none of the kids from overseas had made it in yet. Are they here yet working with you guys?
Not yet. Not this time. It should be this.
Yeah, it's pretty soon, he had said, right? Yeah. He was hoping maybe by the end of this week. Do you have a message to Orange Nation, now that you're back, Tyus, fans listening to this interview? Do you have any sort of message for, I guess, what this place has meant to you or what you expect to do while you're here?
The expectation is simple. It's to win. I think that's what the fans want. That's what we want. That's what the players want. So that's the main goal, and we're going to try our hardest to make that happen.
All right, that's Tyus Battle. Steve, Tyus Battle.
Good catching up with him.
Yeah.
Very good catching up with him. It's funny. We were just talking about winning the offseason, and that's kind of what he said in that interview about this time of year. It's the work you put in now is what sets you up for success when the season starts, right? And I think that's important. Now, can you have a bad season if you win the offseason? Of course. Can you have a good season if you lose the offseason?
Yes.
I'm not sure you can. I mean, I guess, but I think it's a little bit more difficult because I'm a firm believer with what he was saying that you got to put the work in now if you're going to be successful once the season starts.
All right, for those of you watching, we'll explain what was going on there at the end in the commercial break because the people on the radio don't have any idea. We'll explain QSportsTalk.com.
Mike McAllister joins us next on ESPN Radio.
Yeah, Steve, I'm sick of his off-season wins. No, we didn't know how it had been edited, and we were like, let's make this the last question, and Steve ran out.
So I ran out to tell them that this was the last question.
And he knocked into the table and shook the whole.
What's that? Mike's on the phone. Okay.
And he came back in and shook the camera and knocked the table around.
Yeah, sorry. Well, that was a really quick answer by him.
There was a lot of those.
Yeah. I was just doing what I was told. Paulie said, go tell them this is the last question. So I was like, okay.
It wasn't that. Yeah, how's your leg doing, by the way?
It is better than it was when you saw me. It's still not right. So I'm gonna have it checked out tomorrow.
JP broke Steve's ankles playing basketball.
Stop. Yeah, that's not what happened.
Come on, give your kids some credit. It's better to hear that than I tried to kick a ball and it hurt my knee. Just say JP crossed me over, gave me the old Tim Hardaway.
That good at the age of 5.
Gave him the UTEP 2-step. broke his ankles. Oh, look who's calling me a rooster. Yeah, Steve loves a good off-season win.
I do. I'm a firm believer in it. I think you got to successful teams. It starts now. It does.
Yeah, I know. I just have.
But you can have you can put in the work now and have a bad season. But
we saw that in basketball last year.
I don't know that you can have a good off season or that you can have a good season without a good.
I don't think
off-season.
we know what a good off season is until they actually get on the court because we don't know shit about these players at this level. I don't know, but JP
Estrella, ties.
He's got ties. I was told he has ties and he was coming to Syracuse. So now we can get rejected twice by him and his ties. Steve's full of shit. Wasabi, dude, you're right. I don't like him today. I don't like his takes.
I stand by that. If you don't put in the work now, you don't set yourself up for success.
Have you been you're not a big social media guy? There's so many videos of foreign people loving America. It's making me sick to my stomach. That are here for the World Cup.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, we hated you before. Why did you hate us? Your food's actually good. Yeah, no crap. That's why we're fat. You don't know how many videos I've seen of just British people eating biscuits. Like you wouldn't eat biscuits and gravy, white and creamy. But they're like, this looks like vomit. Oh my God, it's so good. And it's all in their beards and gross.
I saw one guy was talking about, he was from Australia and he was talking about Texas Roadhouse.
Yeah.
Did you send it to me? Somebody sent it to me.
It's so, because they're like, apparently they don't tip overseas. And they're like, of course we tip
right.
here.
The guy said that.
Yeah,
in
he's
that,
like,
in
because
that
we tip
video.
over here
Yeah.
because, that was like, they give you free bread and free refills. And
He also said they're like the nicest people you'll ever meet.
yeah, he goes, we don't tip in Australia, but I wanted to tip the American people because they're so nice. I loved MC Shan in high school, so I'm playing him here, Steve. My birthday pick. Back to the basics. I don't know what's happening. Paul pointed at me and went like this, and we're just waiting for...
Did he give you a thumbs up?
Which isn't actually what he should have done there. He should have said, hold on a minute.
Hold on a second. Yeah. We're waiting to establish connection with one Mike McAllister.
Where is he, on the moon? What are you guys doing over there?
Maybe he didn't answer. Maybe they waited too late to call.
Maybe you put him on hold.
Could be. Maybe set him in the middle of something. I don't know, but it's pending. We do not have him yet. We do not have connection with Mike McAllister quite yet. We will do that shortly.
Mike is on line one, but it looks... All right.
Let's see. Mike is not
on line one.
That is a dial tone. The week is off to a rough start.
Everybody's not in game shape.
I was just going to say, it's like when you take a little time off, you get rusty. We need a rehab start.
Yeah, I knew that wasn't right. I could see with my own eyes that wasn't right.
Yeah, I did too. That's why I was pausing. I was stalling.
I'm going to let him type into the screen into my computer when he's on. All right, there we go. I bet he's there now. Hey, Mike, you there?
Mike, how are you today?
I am here. How are you?
Look at that.
We're doing great. Did you miss us last week?
I did. At first, I was like, wait, did they not like me anymore? And then I realized you guys were off, so all good.
12:30 on Monday, you didn't know what to do with yourself.
I didn't. It was a boring 15 minutes or so.
Yeah, so we caught up with Tyus Battle last week. I don't know if you just listened to our interview just now, but we haven't had a chance to talk to you about the hire. They added Sean Belby as well in terms of he's going to help with the being a videographer and a producer for their program. You've got AO, you've got Tyus, you've got Sean Belby, you've got Ryan Blackwell. Obviously, Jerry's the head coach. What do you make of the staff that he's assembled? And it seems like he's obviously going after guys that he trusts and has a relationship with.
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's the key. Is it's not just that they're getting former Syracuse players, and that seems to be the only thing that they're going after. They've got other guys on staff who are not former Syracuse players as well. So it's not just a former some sort of direct tie to Syracuse, but you think about Blackwell and AO, right? He worked with them at Siena, so they developed that relationship and earned their trust and all of that during his time there. And then with Tyus Battle, obviously coached him while he was here and has a lot of faith and has a good relationship with him. So just makes a lot of sense, I think, for all parties involved. And I think all Syracuse fans were pretty excited to see Tyus Battle back involved with the program.
We've gotten in the habit of, as soon as they sign a player out of the portal, we ask for the knee-jerk reaction of how does this guy fit into the puzzle. Now that we've all had a chance, to kind of digest what the roster looks like, right? It's a little bit removed from all these guys being signed, and now they're on campus, and we're seeing bits and pieces of them working out on social media and on, Cuse.com website and all that. What is your biggest question mark, I guess, about this team heading into the new season now that you've had a chance to digest the roster?
It's shooting, I think, still, because part of what you're hoping is that guys like Kyan Anthony and even the guys that they brought in, the Gavin Doties and the Aiden Tobiases, you're kind of hoping that they take a step forward with their outside shooting in terms of what they were last year. And so there's a question mark there because you just don't know how that's going to play out, right? They could end up all taking strong steps forward, and then combined with the guys you already know are shooters on the team, then you feel like you've got multiple options there. Otherwise, that's a concern because if most of those guys don't develop and they're just kind of slightly below average three-point shooters, then that could be something that plagues them most of the year. But I like what they are, the potential they have defensively. I think they've got a ton of positional size all over the floor, and they've got depth with that positional size as well. So I like a lot of the other aspects of it. I'm just most concerned with how they're going to be from an outside shooting perspective.
All right, well, that's where I was going next in terms of the positives. There are a lot of unknowns, obviously, with this team when you bring in a collection of new players. What do you feel like you know about what are you comfortable saying about this team from a positive perspective going into next year that you feel like they check those boxes?
Yeah, I just kind of touched on some of it, right? The positional size, the defense, and what that's going to mean. And I think you can glean some of that from what you saw with the way that Siena played under Jerry. And he had them playing good defense the last couple of years. And I think that's going to translate over to Syracuse. I think they've got more size and more athleticism than what he had at Siena, and that should help, obviously, when you're stepping up the level of competition. But I think we know that. And then I also think, and we can derive this again from what Jerry did at Siena, I think they're going to play extremely hard. They're going to buy into the culture and the program. There's a lot of guys that have some sort of tie to Central New York, and I think that's going to help. In terms of love of the program, putting that jersey on meaning something and all that. So I think you're going to get collective buy-in. I think you're going to get all-out effort every single game, and I think that the coaching staff's going to do a good job from a game plan standpoint as well.
And I think that, and Tyus brought that up in the interview we did with him about it matters to the former Cuse guys, and now that they're coaches, as you said, Gavin Doty is from here, Ryan Mesh is from here, you've got, Kyan's been here, and he knows what this program's all about, and Sadiq's been here, and the fact that you've got coaches who are coaching them that have been here and played here, and it matters a little bit more to them. That I don't think it can hurt, right? I mean, I don't know how much it helps, but it certainly can't hurt that Tyus has played here and was a star here, and he's going to be working with the next generation.
Yeah, it's not a bad thing. Again, I don't know. Does that mean that they get 3 more wins than they otherwise would have? I don't know how you exactly quantify that, but it's just one of those things. And I remember back to, when Jim Boeheim was coaching and they made those, the last couple of Final Four runs that they made. And the conversation was around Syracuse being the only school where their entire bench was former Syracuse players, and how cool of a thing that was. If you get this thing going and you got these guys that are former players and former well-known players that are on staff involved with the program, et cetera, that just, kind of takes it up a level a little bit. And then you start getting some of the players coming back to the Dome on a regular basis as well. And then, when they go down to Madison Square Garden, for example, and the Barclays Center, and they do all these non-conference games at neutral sites, you get the former players to travel and come with you because there's hype around the program, and you know that they're good, and all of that stuff can really snowball and get this thing ramped up again.
Yeah, no doubt about it. All right, one more basketball question before we switch gears to football. Anything we need to know on the recruiting front from a basketball perspective?
Nothing too crazy. I mean, they're involved with several top 100 players in the 2027 class, but nothing crazy as far as commitments that are imminent or official visits coming up or anything like that.
All right, let's switch gears to football then. Same question. I know that this is a relatively busy time, right, in terms of the class of 2027. Where do things stand with that class right now?
Well, they have 22 players committed. Since the last time that we talked, they've had several additions to the class. Probably the highlight is Jason Welch, who is a safety from Georgia. He was just recently rated by ESPN, and they gave him a 4th star. We at 24/7 have him as a 3, but he's an 89 grade, and a 90 is a 4-star, so he's kind of right there, right? So he's one of the big headliners. Jason Lewis, a defensive lineman from Florida that had Florida State, Mississippi State, and other programs after him. He picked Syracuse recently. He was a big get. Dylan Northcutt is the other one that I'll mention. They had some others as well, but Dylan Northcutt is a 6'1", 170-pound cornerback prospect from California. He is the son of former NFL wide receiver Dennis Northcutt. So good bloodlines there, obviously, and he's also a track star. He's got speed, and you're hoping that obviously those bloodlines translate when he comes to Syracuse.
As for this year's team, we're I think operating under the assumption that Steve Angeli will be back and healthy to start the season. So assuming that is the case, what is your next big question on offense? Is it O-line? Is it the receiving core? Is it the running back position? I mean, there are a lot of questions on that side of the ball. What's the biggest area of concern, I guess, on offense for you?
Yeah, I think you could probably go to any position and outline, a few questions surrounding that position group and how that's going to impact the season coming up. But I think offensive line is the biggest one. I think it's been discussed a lot, but you just don't know with the new offensive line coach. There's a lot of continuity in terms of personnel. They didn't go and get 4 or 5 guys from the portal. They only are bringing in 1. So you've got a lot of guys that they believe in, that they have trust in, and you're hoping that with a new coach that's as experienced as Juan Castillo is, he'll be able to get the most out of that group. But then I think beyond that, tight end is the one that stands out to me that isn't talked about enough. You lose Dan Villari, didn't bring in a high-profile name at tight end. They brought in, they got a couple of guys, and they've got some guys that they liked that were highly regarded recruits in the last couple of recruiting cycles. But there's a lot of unknown there that we just don't know where the production is going to come from and, who's going to kind of be in the mix there.
On the other side of the ball, I think collectively we all believe that the defense is going to be better than it was. Is the main reason for that Vince Karras? Is the main reason for that the personnel that they've got on that side of the ball this year?
I think the main reason is probably Vince Karras, but I do think the personnel helps with that. Because you can bring in Vince Karras, but if you don't have good pass rushers, for example, you're still going to have issues as you go through the schedule because you're not going to be able to pressure the quarterback. And even though I think everyone thinks the secondary, especially a corner, is really talented and that they're really deep there and they have potentially one of the best corner duos in the ACC in Demetrius Samuel and Chris Peel, if those guys have to cover for long periods of time, doesn't matter how good they are, that's going to put a lot of pressure on the defense. So you're hoping with the additions that they've made in the transfer portal that the pass rush will be significantly improved. And if that's the case, with some of the other guys they brought in, Chris Diapollonia, who played for Vince at Toledo, hoping that some of those guys fill in some of those gaps and that they'll be better at all 3 levels.
All right, Mike, great chatting with you again. Enjoy your week. We'll do it again next Monday.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Mike McAllister joining us here on the show. With that, we'll hit a timeout. We'll check in on the market with Lee Baldwin and company, and then we'll get to our second hour. Andrew Derenbacher will be on with us to talk about the Raising the Green event to benefit the United Way. We're back after this on ESPN Radio.
Tell us who it is.
Yeah, I'm going to text you. And then Andrew's here.
He is here. How did he get in? Oh no, I meant to park. I could have. I would. Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
So I'm just going to, for Lee Baldwin, I'll say but for names, I'm going to text you.
Okay.
Sigh. How's everybody doing? Albany drunk? I don't think I've ever been drunk in Albany. Never been Siena drunk, so that would be both. SPAC drunk? No. Been to concerts at SPAC. I'm doing good, Florida. It was okay. It's okay. I didn't do anything. I'm selling a lot of my cards, though. I'm clearing out. After moving into this, I don't have room for them. So I'm selling cards on eBay. I'm doing 10 a day, Steve, so I don't get overwhelmed. Do 10 here, 10 there.
How do you sell cards?
I post them on eBay.
And then if you don't get what you wanted for it, can you pull it off, or do you have to give it to the person for whatever they pay?
Yeah.
So even if they get like a great deal?
You could set a price and just leave it there and hope that somebody pays it. But I do auctions just to get rid of them. Are your chickens dead, Dominic? Don't call in if your chickens died. If they come home to roost. Like, I have boxes under my beds, in my closets. It's too much. Good, CJC. I'm glad. Go take the rest of your life off from our show. Thank you. Thank you for your time. Yeah, Kevin from Liverpool. Thank you. Shout out. What's going on YouTube? They accusing me of being an alcoholic. Bill, damn it.
Oh, it's Bill?
Yeah.
That's not what I was told.
Who told you differently?
I got an email that it was going to be Andrew.
No, Bill from...
Oh. I thought, because it's Bill and Andrew for the Raising the Green. Bill for Lee Baldwin. Gotcha.
Come on, man. Wake up. You get a week off and all of a sudden you're out of it. You don't care anymore.
I'm not even going to respond to that. You're annoying. Like, I thought you were going to be refreshed and ready to go.
I am refreshed.
No, you're ornery.
I'm not ornery. You're ornery. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Give me my freedom, Steve. MC Shan. You just called me ornery.
You are. I thought you'd be in a good mood. Like, what are you in a bad mood about?
I am in a good mood.
No, you're not.
I just don't want to talk about off-season wins. Who cares?
Well, let's talk about the market right now.
Syracuse is the 72 Dolphins, okay? Great, of off-season.
Check in with Bill from Lee Baldwin and Company on the market. Bill, what's going on?
A little bit mixed today. We got the Dow looking good, up 209 points, but the rest of the market is lower. The Nasdaq's down 300, even as the chip stocks keep doing well. Diamond today, healthcare space looks good. CVS Pharmacy says they're looking to expand and support GLP-1 drugs, the weight loss drugs, try and make them more cost-effective for their customers, so that stock is performing well. And the downside, Netflix has been a dog for a number of weeks now. It's down $5 to 72 and change, which is a 52-week low. They missed out on the Time Warner Brothers Media deal. They rumor last week they were looking at Lionsgate, but they denied that. So stock's not acting well, but it's getting cheap. It might be attractive here soon, but overall, quiet day.
All right, Bill. Appreciate you coming on. Enjoy your week.
You too.
All right. All the diamonds, none of the dogs. Be sure to visit LeeBaldwin.com.
I normally do a defunct store at this time, Steve.
Yes, you do.
And I don't know why that ever started, but I want to do something different today. I would like to congratulate you, Steven and Fonte.
Me?
Yeah. You won the New York State Broadcasters Association interview of the year.
Thank you.
And I don't want any credit because I don't ask questions during our interviews. But you won. So congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you for submitting. I didn't even know we were up for that award, but that...
I submitted. It was a good interview.
And we are a team, Paulie. So, yes, of course you share in the award.
No, I don't.
I'm not sure you asked any questions in that particular interview.
I did not ask a damn question. So you won. Congratulations. It was with ISIS, right?
Yes. It was unfortunately after Tiana passed away, and we had ISIS on. And
someone asked which interview.
Yeah, it was. We had Ice, as she goes by now, Ice Young.
Steve also
talk about Tiana passing away.
Orange Pride would like to know: did you win most annoying co-host? And yes, he did. 7 years running,
undefeated.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Paulie. I appreciate that. All right, let's hit a timeout. We're going to do an interview on the other side. We've got Andrew Derenbacher set to join us to talk about the Raising the Green event on Wednesday morning to benefit the United Way. We are back after this on ESPN Radio.
Let me look into that. Rub Steph. That's a name I wasn't ready to say. Let me see if I can figure this out for you. Stay hot, producers.
What do we do?
You didn't put the stream on. It should be working now. Good. How are you?
Good.
Yeah, you can. Ray, whatever you need to do, like if you.
Yeah, please.
No, don't sit on that. That stool's broken. I was sitting in the chair. That would be something.
And you wouldn't be able to play on.
So you guys are back at it.
Back at it.
Anything new or different that I need to know about going into this?
Nothing different.
Okay.
Fourth year we're doing
it.
Right. So did 60,000 over the last 3 years.
That's amazing.
Do it again.
That's amazing.
At least another 20, 105 holes this year.
Our engineer is working on the issue. Apparently nothing's working. We're falling apart.
If you could slide closer to me.
No, you're good.
I did not see it, so no spoilers. I'm going. My daughter's coming home next weekend. We're going next weekend.
If I went, it would be weird.
Oh, is that right? Yeah. Yeah.
Still raisingthegreen.com.
So it'd be weird if I went to Toy Story by myself. I'm not a big Toy Story guy.
Sure. Thank you. Yes, sir.
I'm too old for Toy Story.
But not too old for Star Wars. Gotcha.
That's a good way to get your face slapped.
I love Toy Story, and I'm not ashamed to admit it. I mean, I get to go because I have
You
kids.
could have said, I'm too old for the toys. Okay, I get that. To watch the movie? Steve, you're about to get...
Why am I too old to watch Toy Story?
I didn't say you were too... I said I am too old to watch.
Essentially
You
the
have
same
children.
Okay.
I can't go by myself.
I know, but I'm looking forward to it. I'm not getting dragged there.
Well, you're a nerd.
Toy Story 4 or 5?
It's 5. Yeah, 4 wasn't very good, but I've heard good things about this one. Did you like it? Yeah. Oh, is it? Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't think they like each other anymore. Yeah. Did you cry? Okay.
On the verge of? You were on the verge of crying? No? Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah.
Right, Ryan? He's disrespecting me in front of company. That's right. People are mad at you for talking crap about me in front of people. But you puffed your chest out in front of
We're all friends
Star-
here.
Star-
It's not- we all know each other here. It's not like these are strangers.
No, Ryan, you're right. Don't.
I know you're gonna dig this.
MC Shan is our artist for the day. I remember once I was looking for this album, Steve, and I asked the guy at the record at Cabbages in Fairmount Fair.
Talk about defunct stores of the day, right?
Yeah. I said, I would like MC Shan. He goes, oh, McShan. Yeah, I got him. And he grabbed it like he was some Irish guy.
That's funny. We are driving into our second hour, brought to you by Burdick BMW of Cicero and Burdick Toyota. And if you happen to be watching us on QSportsTalk.com, you see a familiar face with us here in studio. Drew Derenbacher back with us for another year, raising the green to benefit the United Way. Wednesday morning, you guys are going to be out there bright and early, 5 a.m., you and Bill Patrick, raising money for the United Way. So, again, remind folks, we've been having you on every year, Drew, remind folks of how this whole thing got started.
For having us back. It's great to be here. So about 3 years ago, Bill Patrick and I were on the board of the United Way. We got together and said, what is a way for the two of us as board members to raise some money, to raise some green for the United Way? And we are both avid golfers, play as much as we can, and say, well, might as well do something that we love for a great cause. So 3 years ago was 102 holes for 102 years of impact here in Central New York. And 3 years later, well, now is our fourth year. We're doing 105 holes for 105 years of impact the United Way has had here in Central New York.
And you've raised more than $60,000 since this thing got started. So give folks an idea of where this money's going. How is this $60,000 benefiting our community here?
Sure. So the United Way is really at the forefront for almost every human service need we have here in Central New York, whether it's hunger, homelessness, early childhood literacy, financial empowerment. Our organization is helping individuals get the help that they need, and directing the money in those directions. So any dollar that anyone can donate at raisingthegreen.com goes directly to support those in need in Central New York.
So 3 years ago when you started this, 102 holes to benefit, 102 years of the United Way. Did you think this would be an annual thing, or was it just kind of like, let's see how it goes and, let's see what happens?
When we first did it, no, I think it was just, let's see how it goes. Let's see what the feedback is. And we've just been overwhelmed by the positive support the community has. Obviously, you, Steve, what you've done to help us get the word out. And so we're coming back for the fourth year and hope it's better than ever.
What have you learned along the way? Because I would imagine that first year you went into it not really knowing what to expect. It seems like you guys have fine-tuned it, and it's getting bigger and better and more efficient maybe every year. I mean, what have you learned these last few years?
Yeah, so got to stay hydrated, got to have some aspirin. This year we're actually going to be joined by 4 other foursomes. They're not going to be playing the 105 holes. They're going to be playing 18. But just having some more support, some more donations behind us has been great. The Calvary Club really rolls out the red carpet for us, so really appreciative for them hosting us at their course, using their facilities. They have been great, helped us fine-tune it along the way. So, yeah, we just think we're in a great spot for the fourth year.
What's the weather looking like Wednesday? I didn't even look.
I looked just a moment ago. It looks like it's going to be 70 and sunny. So fingers crossed, no rain, no wind, no cold. Just can go out there, play some golf, and have a great time for a great cause.
Now, you're a really good golfer.
Sometimes.
Well, no, you are. I mean, I've seen you play. I've seen you play the last 3 years, so you're really good. What is your approach just from a golf perspective? I mean, I know you're there to raise money, but the competitor in you, like, you want to play well, right?
To be honest with you, every year, you start out at 5 a.m. on the first hole, and I try to take the golf aspect of it as seriously as I can, play as well as I can. I'll be honest, by the 60th or 70th hole, it's more just, can I make contact without pulling a muscle? But still trying to play as well as I can. Of course, make as many birdies, and especially when I'm on camera, got to show we at least somewhat look like what we're doing.
Of course. Yeah. How did you and Bill in particular get teamed up? I know you said you were both on the board. How close were you guys prior to this event? Did you guys play on a regular basis together?
No. So to Bill's credit, so he joined the board back in 2023 and sort of came to me and said, hey, Drew, I know you're a golfer. I'm a golfer as well. Here's an idea for us as board members to raise money. So give Bill all the credit for putting this together. And we've just sort of ran with it together and obviously become good friends over the 4 years on the board. And obviously you spend 12 hours with someone on the golf course. You're going to get to know him. You better like being around him. So really appreciate Bill and looking forward to being out there with him.
I was going to say, if Paulie and I played for 12 hours, like we get on each other's nerves, in the course of it took 10 minutes today and we hadn't even seen each other in a week. Do you by the end of the round, are you ready to just be done?
No, I'm ready to be done with the golf part. Ready for a cold shower and a cold beer, hot shower and a cold beer, excuse me, and then maybe sleep in a little bit the next day. But no, the being out there and being able to raise the green makes it all worth it, right? Yeah. And so no matter how tired we are at the end, no matter how sweaty or how much we're ready for bed, being out there all day, supporting the United Way, raising the green, doesn't get any better than that.
You said year one that you weren't really sure what to expect and you were just going to play and see how it goes. What has the reception been like from the community? And as you said, it's gotten bigger to the point where you've got other foursomes playing this year. The word has gotten out. I feel like by now people know about this event and kind of look forward to this event every year. Can you speak to the community support of this?
Yeah, I think part of it was when we first did it, people in the community were like, wow, these guys are crazy. They're playing 102 holes of golf in one day. What's wrong with them? But then understanding the why. Why are we doing it? 102 years, 103, 104, now 105 years of impact the United Way has had, all of the people and organizations that we serve. And so just being able to support us, help us spread the word, help us get more people behind us and supporting us on raisingthegreen.com, which is where any of our listeners today can go visit to make a donation in support of this event for the United Way. It's just wonderful.
I'm going to put you on the spot here a little bit. Of all the services that the United Way is involved with, all the programs, all the initiatives, is there one that is maybe near and dear to your heart?
Yeah, there is. So when I was growing up, my dad and he would take my sister and I on Thanksgiving around delivering Thanksgiving meals to the homeless and to the less fortunate. So being able to see the United Way support that effort to help those in need, to help the hungry especially, has been something that's near and dear to me. So something that I especially like to see get out and support.
And I think we all get busy in our everyday lives, right? And sometimes we forget that there are people struggling in this community. There are great needs in this community,
and the need has never been higher.
Yeah, right. And that's right. That's where I was going with that. I mean, I guess can you speak to that a little bit? That yes, you guys have done great work, and the United Way has done great work in this community for so many years. But there's always more work to be done, and maybe nowadays more than ever.
There's always more work to be done. I mean, following COVID, right? We had inflation; things just cost more. Housing costs more. The number of homelessness in the community has risen. And people are just struggling. A lot more people are struggling to make ends meet. And that's where the critical work that the United Way does becomes even more important.
Are you going to be sore when you wake up Thursday morning?
I think so. But it'll be a good sore. It'll be fulfilling, and it'll be great.
Yeah, there's got to be a sense of accomplishment with that, right?
There sure is.
You get to the end of the day, and it's a job well done. So you're up to 105. I mean, this number is going to go up every year. Have you given some thought to what the cap is going to like? At some point, there's got to be a cap, right?
We're just going to take it 1 year at a time and continue to work as hard as we can to raise the green. Yeah, 105 is a lot, but it's just one more hole. More hole.
That's right. Anything we didn't touch on, Drew, that you want to get across to our listeners?
No, thank you for having us here today. Just again would say you can visit theunitedwayofcny.com to learn more about what the United Way does and how we help those here in Central New York. And then for our event on Wednesday, you can visit raisingthegreen.com. If you consider making a donation, support Bill and I. We're going to get out there and have a great time.
And you start bright and early, 5 a.m. sharp.
Yes.
Right? We'll be on the first. I will be out there 5 a.m. We'll make sure that we've got it live on News Channel 9 as we do every year.
We might need to have you take a celebrity tee shot to help us kick it off on camera, maybe.
I don't know.
He won't. He'll hurt himself.
Well, last year we did a putt, and I just missed the putt.
We did.
So
that seems safe. A putt.
Yeah, a putt is safe.
Yeah. And you'll be up at 5, so you'll be all cranky when you get here.
I'm going to be cranky by the time I get here and do 2 hours with you. Drew, it's always a pleasure to see you. Keep up the good work. I commend you and Bill for what you guys are doing for the community. It's a great thing, and we look forward to seeing you. I'm not looking forward to the 5 a.m. start, but
We
I look
appreciate you
forward
being
to
out
seeing
there
the
with
both
us.
of you over there
Wonderful. Thanks,
on
Steve.
Wednesday. All right, again, it's raisingthegreen.com to benefit the United Way. We'll take a time out here. Phone lines open now the rest of the way, 315-437-7644. We are back after this on ESPN Radio. Sir,
Thank you.
You're a pro at this. Did we touch on everything you want to touch on? Okay. All right, great. I was just going to say, yeah, we'll do it again on the TV side of things. Yeah.
Sure.
Thank you, Jeff. Really appreciate it, Steve. Thank you.
Of course. Paulie, thank you very much.
Right. See you over there on Wednesday. Can't wait. I'm taking Tuesday nights 11 off. I'm gonna get to bed early. So I'm planning it all out. We'll be good. It's fun. It is fun. No,
for us, it's fun.
I legitimately look forward to it every year. So I appreciate you guys having me be involved. So. Yeah, no, it's fun. All right, guys, be well. What happened?
Messi just dragged the penalty wide to become the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history.
Oh wow. I mean, it's only 8 minutes in.
Yeah. But
If only Portugal had their manager.
well, that penalty reminds me of Messi 2012 Champions League against Chelsea at the crossbar.
Who could forget that moment?
I can't because I'm a Chelsea fan.
Yeah, who
Here's
could
where I
forget?
will say, remove
Who could forget?
that. Since that went right in your face the second the interview started.
Oh yeah. Well, I usually move that way. So. Oh okay.
Okay. Yeah, everything. We don't know. Because when Paulie was telling me patch me, I was like, I'm pretty sure David looked at it. I'm not.
Why are you in like a school chair?
Because this is the chair that was here. So, Stefan's on line 1.
Ugh. All right, we'll get him first, and then we'll get to you.
Wait, who's the? Oh, we got a second call here.
Oh!
Are you're doing today's business here?
Yeah, so just do whatever. I just have.
Why do people always call in? Because you say the lines are open now.
They are.
Well, they are.
It's a call-in show.
How about,
I don't like you today.
I wish you would call in sick more often. By the way, mid-January, mid-July, I'm taking another week of vacation. I'm not taking my vacations this year.
Mid-July. Well, let's. Are we going to talk about the Bayham's Army?
Yeah,
situation?
talk about that tomorrow after department head.
All right. Because I can do the road game if you want. If you want to do it, I have a path to doing that. Like it would actually
It would be the
convenient for me.
13th through the 17th.
I'm good with that.
He has a path.
That's JP's birthday's that week, so I'm
That's
good
the
with
week
that.
before.
You know, you saw the Destiny stuff.
Yeah.
I was just going to touch on that. And then where we all rank currently in our World Cup standings.
I wish Shire would have taken the job.
Yeah, Goodman's tweet made it seem like
Scooter on line 2, Stefan line 1.
we got the
So
all-star call.
we'll bring you back in at 1:30.
Just sit here.
All right.
Be handsome for us. Be the eye candy.
I'll be young. Is that what you want?
What was going to be the 1:30?
It was honestly just going to be a recap.
Oh yeah, so it works.
Out. It's way
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
Trust me.
We did not go golfing.
I can just watch Argentina, Austria.
Messy.
Austria had a good team. David Alba, Marcelo Trubisky.
Yeah, they're
Maybe I don't
sneaky
like
good.
you today,
Stephen Posh.
Steve.
Yeah, why?
Because
What did
I
do?
didn't need your. You just like to polish turds sometimes, and it annoys me.
I feel like you came in like cheerful today.
I was. I'm in a good
Yeah,
mood.
you
I
came-
slept well.
I'm in a fine mood too.
No, you're
I just,
not. No, you're not.
To be fair, Paulie came in early this morning.
I'm gonna start streaming more often at night, just playing music for people. Everybody plays video games.
But nobody plays like the old games.
I don't have I have the old games. Like what am I, Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
Kill that noise. That's what I said to Steve when he started selling me on the we won the offseason. Kill that noise. Can we bring this back, that term? Kill that noise. Kill that noise, Steve.
All right, let's go to the phone lines. I'm not.
Is there an old school diss that you used to say to people? Step off, anything like that?
Get off me, bro.
Yeah.
Man.
Yo mama.
They can't come back from that, right? That's a
good old fashioned diss.
It's the ultimate put down.
Let's go to Stefan.
We've got Stefan in Utica. Stefan, what's up?
Well, hello, Paul and Steve.
How are you today? Good to hear from you.
Good. How are you guys?
We're doing great. We're getting along very well today.
You know how Brunson led the Knicks to an NBA championship this past week? Well, now it's time for Aaron Judge to step up and lead the Yankees to a championship, or for Lindor or Soto to lead the Mets to their next championship. And one thing I heard is that Lindor and Soto do not get along.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I've heard that also.
Yeah, well, I think it's probably a Juan Soto thing, right? Doesn't he?
There was
he doesn't get
rumors
along
he
with
was
too many
not
people.
Not good in the Padres clubhouse either.
Yeah, I think it's a Soto thing. I don't know that it's a Lindor thing.
He can step off and talk to the hand.
Yeah, Lindor's down on rehab right now. He played in Syracuse
He's
literally
a fart
yesterday.
knocker. You remember that one? That was a good insult. Eat my shorts. Gag me with a spoon. As if. Remember that?
I do. Yes,
that was a good one.
I do. I lived the same time that you lived,
but I lived it much better.
Did you?
Yeah, because I laughed at fart knocker and you just rolled your eyes. Speaking of Scooter,
what's up?
You guys are really rolling, huh, Paul? There you go, buddy. By the way, Steve, if you're up early and having troubles waking up, just turn on Sunday 102, usually 3 or 4. That's when he usually plays that Eddie Murphy Partying or Bon Jovi Shot Through My Heart. So they'll get your heart pumping.
Good advice.
Yeah. A couple things, guys. I mentioned before the series, if the Knicks can get Wemby running, they're probably going to win because what I saw in the playoffs is he has no stamina. And Steve, I'll let you defend why he went out of the game with 5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter with the game on the line. And nobody actually pressed that. I was kind of surprising on that one, but it seems to me I did keep track in the first half. 24 minutes of real time, 14 minutes of commercials or reviewing. So you can't play 24 minutes when you got 14 basically not in between. It's kind of just shows maybe someone's not in shape. Paul, I actually heard what you said after you jettisoned about my breathing. By the way, shout out to Dr. Scuderi. I haven't been feeling well, and found out I had 2 blood clots in both lungs. And
great, Scooter. Wait. Are you guilty? I apologize now. Wait, you couldn't just let me go. All right, I apologize.
No. I mean, well, I just figured if Wendy, if you want to compare Wendy to a 68-year-old guy, as far as stamina, you're kind of proving my point. But he listens to you guys. The interesting part was they took me in on a Sunday, and the people that be under 30, because I didn't recognize any music they were playing. So the song titles, but. They got like 95% of both blood clots now. I got 8 months on this medication to try to get the other 5%, and we'll see how that goes. But
feel better, Scooter.
Yeah. Well, my goal is to play a high leverage tambourine song later with the Strangers of the Cabo Rockers out there in the park. So that's my goal this year.
I would like to perform with the Horn Dogs.
Well, I was looking at the Horn Dogs. They're out there too. So I know that's your band. I was gonna look up if they're in Johnson Park. Usually they're like the last band in Johnson Park. We'll get you out there. But anyway, San Antonio, I was kind of right about the Knicks, and that's why I said plus 170 was pretty good before the season, before that started. And Wendy's got to get stronger. It's just, to me, they kind of annoyed him. Plus, he says that they actually, if you saw the press conference, he said they actually controlled the Knicks. Well, I don't think losing 4 out of 5 in all your games on your home court is controlling the team. But if he's in delusion, he'll go for it. But he's got to work hard, I think, to be the best. And everybody wants to know him as the best player.
Yeah. Yeah, no, good call, Scooter. Appreciate you coming on.
And feel better.
Yes.
Thank you.
I hope you feel bad now.
I feel like a pile of garbage.
Yeah, as you should. Let that be a lesson to you.
You want some more insults from the 80s and 90s, Steve, before we go to break here?
What else you got? Yep.
Bag your face. Remember that one?
Yep.
Paul, bag your face. That means you're ugly.
Is that what I've never heard bag your face.
You can't. That's tough to come back from.
You're grody. Grody to the max. Poser. You don't want to be a poser.
I know poser.
Yeah, airhead or ditz. Spaz. You're a spaz. I don't think anybody on this show is a spaz. Jordan was a spaz when he was here. But Jordan thought it was funny that none of you guys responded to my drunk text. Like, I didn't have a girl to drunk text, so I drunk text you guys, and none of you.
I was laughing.
Yeah, well, send me shoot me out an LOL.
I gave you an LOL, and then I fell asleep by the time you're texting at 1 a.m.
I was watching
Up Your Nose with a Rubber Hose. Remember that one?
What?
You heard it. That was more 70s, right? Here's a quarter. Go call someone who cares. You can't even do that one anymore because there's no payphone.
Yeah. Yeah, they don't
no
exist.
One's dated.
Very dated.
Here's my phone. Go call someone who cares. And you don't have a phone.
Call them collect. Yeah, I guess that doesn't work either. We'll take a time out with today's business.
And we'll give ourselves a little extra time with today's business because we've got a lot to get to. We got a week's worth of stuff we got to recap. We are back after this on ESPN Radio.
I don't think spaz is canceled. I just think nobody says it anymore. Just like nobody says bag your face.
No, my generation hates the word spaz.
Why?
Because they put it up there with the R word and all that.
Oh, for God's sakes.
Yeah.
What happened?
The word spaz. My generation has put that up with like the R word.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, now I'm canceled. Great. Yeah, Steve's got to correct me on everything. You're right.
What did I correct you on?
I don't remember, but somebody said you're funny. They're right.
The chat has spoken.
Up your butt and around the corner. Remember that one?
I know that one.
That's a good one.
I don't know that I...
You don't know that one?
You don't know that one?
No, I'm saying I don't know that I corrected you.
Oh, okay. I was about to say.
I was going to say, if you never heard up your butt and around the corner, I was going to throw you out. Touch hole. Josh got me on that one.
Is up your butt and around the corner hard to come back from, Steve?
That's a tough one. Because if it actually happened, it hurt. You'd be walking funny. Q's 1966. I have never heard. I have never heard that one. Smell my balls? Like, what is that? It just is like. You
ever toss someone that, Steve, when you scored on them? Middle of the court.
Taste it.
No,
well, excuse me. I do remember that.
Telling somebody when I scored on him, I said, "You can't stop me." I do remember that.
Steve trash talk right there.
That's about.
Dude's a herb. That's a good burn. Calling someone a herb. Remember that? And then Burger King made commercials. Don't be a herb.
Ooh.
Fart Knocker's a classic. Imagine tuning into an ESPN show and hearing Fart Knocker. That's great. It's good radio. I got to be more nonsensical. I'm starting to think that because when we won Best Show, it was very little sports I sent in. It was all, and I've added more sports to our. I just need to make the show me saying Fart Knocker.
Apparently, you'll win.
Do we know who won?
No, I don't care who won. We also haven't won since I said that I trash talked. Yeah.
I bet the guy because the guy
in charge is
the guy in charge was there.
Yeah,
so he's probably
the head of the New York State Broadcasters Association did not
this guy's never winning again.
Did not like me saying, "Will you guys do some show prep?" Because we got to stop winning.
I also like that Paulie every once in a while he'll just send me like World Cup things, but it's people on Instagram or. It's very true though. Like all the Americans are acting like or all the foreigners acting like Raising Cane's is like fine cuisine.
No, it's just it bothers like it's because the media in this country portrays Europe like it's some utopian place, and then
so
Europe portrays us like scumbags, and then. They get here and it's completely nothing like they expected.
It's fun on Twitter just going and people are just like, man, America, great.
Yeah, my whole algorithm is people going, this is not what we expected.
Everyone's so welcome. It's like, yeah, we're welcoming the outsiders. It's our own people that we hate.
ABC your way out of the conversation.
What? Never heard that
good
one.
Burn. So does Schoolhouse Rocks also. Down by Law, MC Shan. We haven't really heard him rap much. Let him cook, Steve. I loved him as a kid.
Good stuff.
Never heard of MC Shan in my life.
It's like a combination of like LL Cool J and Eazy-E. Like the sound.
He's very, I like squeaky voiced rappers.
Yeah.
I can hear LL Cool J.
All right, what do you got, Paul?
All right. Today's business brought to you by Superior Plus Propane. So starting off with some news that broke this morning. Jeff Goodman, a bunch of other people. Dusty May to the Dallas Mavericks. New head coach, of course, coming off a national championship win at Michigan. I mean, he was the FAU coach, 2 years ago? Now he's the head coach of the Dallas Mavericks. Michigan's got to fill another head coaching job very, very quickly because this is very late in the offseason. They've done it. They promoted Mike Boynton Jr. I think that's who it is, former Oklahoma State head coach. He's the interim, as they've worded it. But yeah, it gives players 15 days into the portal. It includes Elliot, I forgot to now say his name, Cadeau.
Cadeau, yeah.
Cadeau, thank you. Trey McKinney, talented rising sophomore, and then transfers like J.P. Estrella and
Tyus to Jerry.
He's coming.
Lock him up.
He's coming to Syracuse. He has ties.
We could get rejected with ties again.
I've learned ties don't mean anything.
Yes.
I don't know that you can pay him at this point. Like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's part of it. Is like, can they get? I mean, I guess they can get out of these contracts, but like,
Ellie Orange says Will Wade to Michigan.
Yeah, for
that
real.
would be great. Yeah, they do have a roster, don't they? And LSU not so much. But yeah, I like in the NIL era, and it's this late in. It's probably not the easiest thing to hop out of these contracts if now you want to transfer. They're going to have to get lawyers involved. I mean, it'll move quickly because that's the world it is.
Well, I don't know that you need lawyers in because it's got to be part of the contract. I would assume that if the coach leaves, I could leave because that's...
But who has money left then as well?
Well, right. I think that's the tricky thing.
Yeah.
You know, so, you joke about Will Wade. He might have a little money left. So
they'll find a way to get the money if you can get one of the kids from Michigan.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah, Louisville will call
you think
somebody.
Syracuse will
Anybody will.
I don't know if it's that easy. I think there's certain programs that will find the money. I don't know. I don't know that Syracuse is among the programs that have the ability to do that.
We have another shot to get rejected by J.P. Estrella. Could you maybe?
Well, if you're talking $4 million,
yeah.
You think I'm not sure $4 million is just appearing.
You steal it. Go rob a bank.
No, I don't know. I mean, I think there are certainly programs that can make that ask and come up with it. I don't know that Syracuse is on that level right now where they can just find $4 million.
I have to imagine like
somebody.
Louisville's like frothing at the mouth right now, or someone like that, because they could just call someone Duke.
LSU.
But in in Goodman's tweet, he mentioned how Shire turned down the job, and it made it sound like Shire was really the number one option, and that he considered it, decided to go back to Duke, stay at Duke.
Yeah, and Goodman also pointed out that in terms of Dusty May's reasons for leaving, he pointed to the fact that it's the state of college basketball right now, that, he doesn't know what it's going to look like in a few years. He doesn't know what it's going to look like in a few months.
Yeah, next week, for all we know.
So, and I think that I get that part of it, that things have changed so much, and it essentially is coaching NBA, but there's more rules and structure in the NBA than there is in college right now. Who would have thought that, 5-10 years ago? Both places you've got the players are running the show, right? They've got all the leverage, but there are more rules and restrictions and all of that in place with the NBA. So there's more knowns and in the NBA, and there's more unknowns, I guess, in college. And Jeff Goodman also pointed to the fact that he gets the chance to coach Cooper Flagg, which was another selling point for Dusty May to go to the Mavericks.
How do you feel about this take? It would be unfair, for example, of full effect if they went and got JP Estrella.
Unfair? I mean, no. I think right. You're getting paid. You got to do what you got to do. Now, I don't know if they'll do that. I find it unrealistic for them to be able to sign somebody of that magnitude that's going to cost that much money at this stage, because you would think that they've spent
all of it.
Most of it, or certainly most of it.
Yeah.
Certainly, 90% of it. I don't know that you're going to come up with. And they let Donnie Freeman walk for, he's getting paid $3.5 million, whatever it is. I don't think they've got that money sitting around.
Yeah. I think Donnie Freeman they would have taken it back, but Jerry said in our interview with him that if you were in the portal, you're not coming back.
Right.
And I assumed he was in the portal immediately.
Right. Yes, I would think so as well. But I think the dollars and cents had something to do with it as well.
I'd also think to roster construction. How many teams have roster spots open right now? I mean, we know LSU does, but I mean, you'll kick someone off, of course, but that won't go over too well. That'll just cause a ripple effect down the chain. So, yeah, it'll be interesting. I don't think any of them will enter, because I think the reason Michigan promoted the assistant coach is because he probably helped recruit these kids. They did only say interim. I think it'll be full-time.
It's June 22nd, though. I don't know. There's not much you can do, right, other than bring in somebody who's on staff already as the head coach for a year, and then you can reassess. If this year goes well, maybe you keep him. If it doesn't go well, then you open it up. And so by slapping the interim tag on him, it gives them some flexibility. But I don't know that you have very many options. I mean, that's kind of, in some ways, that's what we've seen other coaches do when they wanted to hand the job off, like Jim Calhoun, if I remember correctly. He quit kind of late in the game, so Kevin Ollie had to get the job, and we've seen that in some places. Now, that's not obviously what happened here. I mean, Dusty May was moving on to a better opportunity, but in terms of announcing a departure or announcing a retirement late in the game so that the school is forced to go with somebody on staff, we have seen that before.
And then moving Brendan Sorsby. He has declared for the supplemental draft after all the hoopla that caused, with the Big 12 teams threatening to not play him, Big 12 wanting to maybe sanction him. The Texas Attorney General sent a note saying you're not allowed to sanction him. And it seemed like, I don't know who reached out to who, but Texas Tech and Sorsby just came to the right conclusion. Just go to the supplemental draft. It has caused a thing, though, where the reports are the Jets don't want to touch it. I don't think a lot of teams, the Browns maybe, but I don't think a lot of teams will want to deal with this hoopla at training camp.
Browns have showed that they're not scared about the bad PR. They want to find a quarterback. So if they think he's the best quarterback that they, the potential face of the franchise, they'll go after him. I am glad that it worked out like this, that he declared for the supplemental draft, because, again, from the more we learn about it from a legal perspective, it sounds like he was going to be able to play, which I think is just a horrible precedent to set moving forward. And so I'm glad that, cooler heads prevailed. As you said, we don't really know exactly what happened. We don't know if Brendan Sorsby initiated this and just said, you know what, it's not worth it, or if this came from the school saying, we can't play you this year, or whatever, or his advisors. However we got to this point, I'm glad that he's decided to move on, because I think he probably was going to be able to play, and I just think it would have set a horrible precedent.
It would have been interesting, though, if he did. Would teams have gone through with, we're not playing them?
No, they were stuck playing them. It's just, like, you can't not play them.
Yeah, but I want, like, Georgia was adamant. If they, even in, like, the college football playoff, they were like, we're not doing it.
I think that the Big 12 probably would have fined them or come up with something like that, but...
Well, the Texas Attorney General was like, you're not allowed to do anything. If you, because I guess the legal precedent was he could play, so the Attorney General was like, no, you can't. Like, he sent a letter how they were he was going to bring
the AGs from every state in the Big 12 back to him. So, yeah, it would have gone to court, but...
I think it's better for the sport. I mean, there is one sport, or there's one rule in sports that you can't break, and it's gambling on sport. I mean, you can pretty much get arrested for a lot of things. You will be given another chance.
What's better, supplemental draft or supplement bracket? That's something in the chat.
I think more people know about the supplement bracket.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I think that...
so I won.
Yeah. Nice. I think there was more excitement around that.
Okay, cool.
You didn't lose that one?
No.
No, that one. Oh, and then Knicks, I mean, Stefan kind of touched on it if you want to go into more first.
It was fun. I don't get why everybody, like, I guess it's because I live downtown, but why were people in Syracuse all honking their horns and screaming and yelling?
Because I heard a New Yorker put it this way.
Grow up.
The Mets and the Yankees, the Islanders and the Rangers.
I'm drunk and trying to go to bed.
The Knicks. Like, the Knicks kind of unite. And then for football, you could throw the Sabres.
The Knicks don't unite. Like, come on. There's Knicks fans in Syracuse.
But that's what I mean. I feel like the Knicks unite all of New York while there's teams.
That's a fair point.
In other places. You got the Sabres up here.
You don't get to celebrate just because the Knicks won.
Nobody's a Nets fan. Like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, I know. But like, just because they won, you don't get to be like,
well, I don't think they're all Knicks fans.
Look, I'm from New York. Yay.
But I feel like the Knicks unite all of New York. There's not another like you said, the Nets, they're New Jersey. There's not another basketball team in New York. Professionally, it's the Knicks. So
if you are an NBA fan in New York State, I think, to Paul's point, I think the chances are very good that you're a Knicks fan. So
I think there was a lot of people who became Knicks fans.
That could be.
That's fair.
My daughter was one of them. Yeah. I mean, like I said, she moved down to the city. She wasn't an NBA fan at all, and now she is. But now she's going to have this memory for the rest of her life, and now she's hooked. Now she's a Knicks fan. So
it was like that when the Capitals won down in D.C. I met a lot of people who were all of a sudden Capitals fans, and they still some of them still are to this day. So, I mean, I get it. You want to cheer on winning, turn on the TV, everyone's excited. Why wouldn't you become a fan out of nowhere?
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, and Ryan Mullen in the chat brings up the fact that the Brunson ties to this area, and Rick Brunson's from here, and lived here a while, and
all right. Yeah, all right.
Well, there is
take a hike.
There is
being honored.
There's a local connection.
Yeah, it was good. Everybody was all about that Game 4 of the season, I'm sure.
We had Jalen Brunson's
past how many years did it take for us to start caring that he was from Syracuse?
I think Game 3 is when it came out. To be fair.
Wait, say that again?
Like, nobody cared until this year that he was from Syracuse. Get out of here with that garbage.
I think it was. Well, he's being honored in front of City Hall at 3 o'clock on Friday.
Step off.
Step off. And by the way, Rick Brunson's coming through the door now to play.
It's funny you should say that, because when he joined the Knicks, I remember saying at the time, well, Rick Brunson is from Syracuse.
Nobody cared.
I don't know, but I mean, it's been well known for a while, but obviously it got ramped up this year because of their success and him winning the title.
And then lastly, I'll touch on this, our World Cup update, right? The real World Cup's going on. Who cares about that? We only care about our World Cup. So, Paulie, you're currently in first with Team Canada. You're on 4 points.
Oh, nice. Look at me go.
You've played.
I'm all of a sudden a Canada fan. Go.
You've played 2 games. Steve's in second. You've only played 1. You play tomorrow against Uzbekistan.
Ooh.
My best guess is right now.
My team is Portugal.
Your team is Portugal.
Listening.
Yes, Portugal. Sorry. My best guess, Canada has a goal difference of +6. You're on 0 because you drew your first game.
Yeah.
I think you might score 7 goals against Uzbekistan if I'm just...
Come on, why are you talking trash about Uzbekistan?
Because they kind of only have one dude, and it's a defender. Kusanov, who plays for Man City.
They have a population of 38 million people.
And they don't qualify for the World Cup a lot, so, there's a reason. And then Tim is in third with Ecuador. He's on 2 games played, so currently he's stuck there. I'm in fourth with Saudi Arabia on 1 point, and then David, we had to respin. He got Croatia He's on 0 points, -2 goal difference because they lost to.
Did you know the first settlers of Uzbekistan were Iranian nomads?
I did not know that. I did not know that. So you're Saudi Arabia. Is that the group that is chaos right now with Cape Verde?
Yes,
that is. So I
want to say so.
You've got a. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think you've got a chance to advance.
Yeah, I mean Uruguay. Who else is in that group? Because Cape Verde, Argentina, right here. No, who did they draw?
Is it Spain?
Spain. Thank you.
Spain, Uruguay.
Spain, Uruguay, Cape
Verde, and
Saudi Arabia.
And Saudi Arabia.
And if Spain and Uruguay draw, Saudi Arabia wins.
Yeah, right.
I go through.
Right.
Which is big for me.
Well, Saudi Arabia,
who would have thought?
As long as you finish in third, you could go through.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Now some third. Yeah, so
did you know?
I think regardless of what happens in that other match, I think if you beat Cape Verde, I think you have a decent shot.
Yeah, but I want to go through. I want to go through top because then we have a better matchup in the round of 32, and then I have a chance to go on a bigger run.
Do you know what Uzbekistan's major export is, Steve?
I have no idea.
Cotton and electricity, the huge natural gas.
We should point out that these were random. This was the randomizer.
Yes.
Like, Paul didn't just pick Saudi Arabia.
I would never just pick Saudi Arabia.
No,
give me France.
We were assigned our teams.
Yeah, give me Spain. I know Spain, Drew. Give me that. David just texted me that Messi did it, so we're behind. My best guess is Messi just scored.
Oh, are we going to see this?
And is now the all-time leading goal scorer in World Cup history.
Argentina's threatening.
With 17 goals.
We're going to see the goal right here?
Oh, yeah, bang. That's a pure Messi goal through the legs of the defender.
We're watching it right now on Paul's phone.
That is prime Barcelona. The amount of times they would cut it back and, like, David Villa would be there, go right through his legs. Paulie's loving this conversation. Messi would come in behind.
We just saw history, Paul. You weren't paying attention.
You did.
But we just
17 goals. That's the most all-time in World Cup history.
Saw history. He missed a penalty kick earlier.
Dragged a wide.
That was better than the penalty kick.
It was much better.
That was better than the penalty
Do you know what the most popular dish is in Uzbekistan, Steve? Mutton.
Really?
Big mutton fans. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Football is the most popular sport in Uzbekistan.
That's probably the only one over there.
They have a team in the Premier League.
No, they don't. They have a player in the Premier League who plays for Manchester City.
Uzbekistan's Premier Football League. Oh, their football league is called the Super League,
yeah.
Steve. There you go.
That's Super League's also the Turkish league.
Cycling is number 2.
Not to be confused.
If you like cycling, you could go to Uzbekistan, ride a bike.
How about that goalie for Cape Verde going up to, I think he's up to 14 million Instagram followers now?
Yeah.
He had a bit of a crap game yesterday, if I'm being honest, but that's the power of
this event.
Soccer, yeah, ultimately. I mean, it's nuts how worldwide it is. I want to say more people watched the U.S. opening game than watched the Super Bowl this past year, which makes sense. It's the opening game. I don't think that held up for the second game, but that's nuts.
Yeah.
I would rather talk about mutton in Uzbekistan.
Uzbekistan. You keep getting rid of the Z and the E there.
Uzbekistan.
Every time you say it.
They got their independence in 1990, Steve, from Russia.
What day?
I don't know.
Should we celebrate it?
It's in September. I remember that. Dateline America. The greatest country on earth, Steve. And you probably won't care about this, but McDonald's is bringing something back, and it's not the McRib or the snack wrap. They are deep frying their apple pies again, Steve.
Oh, yeah.
And they're making them scorching hot that will burn our mouth. And I loved these as a kid.
Me too.
You could DoorDash them now.
Yeah, you can't DoorDash. You got to get it hot out the oven. You got to get it right out of that fry grease. Get a little mixture of grease and French fries and whatnot. So welcome back. I was going to talk about how nobody is riding the D-line trains in Los Angeles.
There's trains in Los Angeles?
Yeah, they're new, and nobody's riding the D-line, Steve.
I tried. I mean, I knew he was going. That's why I tried to get out of it, but he went.
Tried to change the subject.
I tried for you.
What? Grow up.
But
grow up.
I find it funny. I mean,
it's
D-line.
also this one. I just want to see the look on your face because if you don't like this, I'm gonna sweep your legs today. All right?
Sweep the leg.
National Onion Rings Day.
You better.
So
no, that's a no. Come on, that's a no.
What's wrong with it? It's onion and fried.
Yeah, it's delicious.
I don't do onions. We've talked about this.
No, I don't think we have.
No, we have. I don't mind onion rings because the deep fried part, but I don't like onions.
What do you get on a hamburger?
I just go cheese.
Yeah, I watched him eat one the other day, just a bland-ass burger with cheese.
Cheeseburger at lunch with Paulie.
It was a sad burger, I would call it.
It was delicious. It was a burger with cheese and lettuce.
I have a friend who will just eat a burger with no cheese or anything. It's just the patty and the bun.
Yeah, no, that's so dry.
I agree.
It was the saddest burger I've ever seen.
I enjoyed it.
Do you like all cheese, or does it matter? Okay.
No, cheese doesn't matter. Right. Cheese doesn't matter. I like cheese.
He's not picky with cheese. How do you not like onions or rings?
How are you going to open a food truck? This is a good question. Like, you have no taste. Like, you're just going to bore people to death.
I've told you the concept.
I know.
And the concept works, and it's... well, again, if I get the money to start the food truck, I will.
Like,
I
don't like tomatoes, but like not having a tomato on my burger seems sacrilege.
I'm with Paul.
I like pickles on them.
Well, if you don't like it, why do you put it on it?
No, I like tomatoes on a burger,
it
but not
adds
alone.
moisture to a dry ass burger. Like, because you got it medium well too, and I almost fell off my chair.
But you knew that.
Yeah, I know. It was sad. I was sad and embarrassed for you when you had to say that out loud.
Is this the lunch you guys have been talking about for years?
We went to lunch. Well, no, we go usually once a year. We go
okay.
The week of Paulie's birthdays.
He said, "Can I just get a cheeseburger, nothing on it, medium well?"
You fell into you tried to climb under the table. At
and
that
the
point.
lady said, "Are you all right? Are you okay, sir?"
No, I said I would like a cheeseburger, please. And then she said, "You want everything on it? Mayonnaise, lettuce, tomato,
and you scoffed
onion."
at her.
I said, "Just cheese and lettuce, please."
My name is Stephen Fati. I'm on the radio.
Someone asked where we went.
TV. You should know this.
We went to Limp Lizard.
It's become kind of a tradition.
Yeah.
I'm not sure how that happened, but
I got some smoked wings and dunked them in ranch, and Jordan came with us. It was good.
Have you seen what the Europeans are doing with ranch?
No.
They're buying suitcases.
They had never had ranch before.
Yeah. They're packing suitcases full of ranch, and TSA had to put out a memo like, please check the bag full of ranch because you can't bring it through TSA. They don't know that.
Interesting.
But that's because they love it so much.
I'll give you a little low-key deliciousness on Onion Ring Day. Low-key, it might be high-key. Dunk your onion rings in ranch. Delicious.
You like chocolate eclairs?
It's also National Eclair Day, Steve.
That's why I was...
No, white and creamy in the middle.
Yeah.
God, you're a blister. You're a blister.
Don't ask if you don't want the answer.
To be fair, an eclair's a bit... And then it's creamy in them,
Might as well just finish it out. It's go up and hug a National HVAC Tech, because it's a National HVAC Tech Day. And
Interesting.
National Kissing Day,
Yeah.
Steve. I'm not going to kiss you, though.
You guys gonna... No?
Maybe
I can leave.
Maybe after a couple onion rings. Having Onion Ring Day and Kissing Day on the same day is kind of weird.
It's a bold strategy. Yeah.
Not gonna smell great.
Okay, let's hit a timeout here. We will wrap things up. We'll pick our artist of the day on the other side. We're back after this on ESPN Radio.
Really touched it all there, didn't we?
We did. We did.
Yeah, I like ranch better than blue cheese. All right? You can all bite my ass.
No, I'm with you on that. Blue cheese is not as good as ranch.
Yeah, Ryan, starting up a food truck is very expensive if you want to do it right.
And I dunked my wings in it.
And
I'm going to say something else. Wings dunked in cornstarch before you fry them are better because they're more crispy. I am a fart knocker. If you put wings in cornstarch and then fry them, they're crispier and they're better. So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Paulie, how do you feel? You just got to witness history.
I don't give a crap.
Broke Miroslav Klose's record.
He didn't see it, though. He didn't actually witness it.
Don't bring up weird... Where were you when it happened? The Wikipedia page for Uzbekistan?
Yeah, Uzbekistan. Yeah,
no, it doesn't make them Syracuse wings, but they're better.
Their Premier League, called the Super League, the same thing for Turkey. Speaking of which, I don't know if you've been watching anything that should do with the World Cup.
No, I watch baseball because I'm American.
I watched that too. When did Turkey become Turkey-A? That's all they've been saying the whole World Cup is Turkey-A. When did that happen? I've heard Turkey for 26 years, and now it's Turkey-A? I'm trying to figure that one out. And I've seen it spelled how it's spelled before.
Yeah.
I've never heard Turkey though.
Yeah. I'm with you on that.
So that's what I'm trying to figure out.
Someone accused you of having a bowl cut and to get it fixed in the chat.
Me?
Yeah.
I do.
Our chat is so handsome and perfect that they can just bash everybody.
This is just me growing out my hair because who cares? I'm getting a haircut next week.
Oh, yeah.
This is called I don't feel like spending money on a haircut or sitting in the chair for 20 minutes to get a haircut.
I like blue cheese on my wings. I prefer ranch. So bite me. I haven't had duck in a while. Maybe I'll go get some duck somewhere this week.
Do you like duck?
No, he doesn't like duck.
Duck's good. No? Do you like Chinese food, Indian? Probably not Indian food,
Nothing
huh?
spicy. He's the worst.
Mexican.
I'm the worst. I mean, I can find something that I'll eat pretty much anywhere. But
That's really all
What
that
would you
matters,
get
I
at a
guess.
Mexican restaurant.
Chips and salsa.
Chicken and cheese quesadilla.
There you go.
It's American.
But he,
But you could get it at a Mexican
at least he found something. I'll give him that. He's not one of those people that makes it impossible to go
It's
somewhere.
basically a snack wrap.
It is.
When people ask me what's my favorite American food, I say Chinese. It's my favorite American food.
Yes, the chat is full of handsome individuals with big brains, big wallets, and big penises, Steve.
It is true.
Yes, they're all perfect. Do you eat veal, Steve? Veal parm?
I mean, I prefer chicken parm. I've had veal parm before.
Chicken infante?
Veal infante?
I haven't had veal parmesan in a long time. My grandma used to make veal parm.
I think the cuter the animal, the better it tastes.
That's a take. Sushi? You like sushi?
No.
Raw fish?
Yeah.
No.
Really?
No.
I could eat sushi every day.
Good. You do that.
Give me the raw fish.
I've been making scrambled eggs once a week for dinner. Just throwing steak in, ham in, bacon.
Would you eat that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Broccoli. I put broccoli in my eggs.
I like broccoli.
Pepperoni.
No, I can't do that.
Potatoes.
I'm allergic to vegetables. I haven't found a doctor yet who will prescribe me that, but I am allergic to vegetables.
I don't believe you.
That's why, yeah. Cuter the tastier. So CJC's hitting on me. Since that's why I'm so yummy. I'm the tastiest person in this chat.
Are you happy you just heard him describe himself as yummy?
I'm ready for the show to be over.
I'm yummy, Steve.
It took 2 hours for me to be
Taste
like,
that.
why do we do this together?
The bridge wraps up MC Shanday. I thank you for letting me pick him.
Yep.
What's wrong?
No, I was looking forward to doing the show today. We got a week off. and
Really? I
was
told you on Friday I did not want to come back.
no, I know. But I was like, I'm ready to be back. Like, sometimes.
And it wasn't even the chat.
Your
It was me that got you mad.
Your vacation, like your time away, like you're ready as the time starts to wind down. You're ready to resume your job. And I was ready. And it took me an hour and 52 minutes to now be like, I don't want to come back tomorrow.
Why? Because we were making fun of
I don't
you
know.
for
I don't
eating
know. There's
nothing?
no specific reason. It's just now I'm like, okay, I do.
You want to stop doing the show? 'Cause I'll do it. I'll pull the plug.
I'll fire you. I can fire you.
I'll fire us both.
You know I can fire you,
I think
right?
I can fire myself, too. Let's pull the plug at this thing. All right, your artist of the day choices are Duran Duran, Charlie Daniels, Backstreet Boys, or Aerosmith. Aerosmith, Backstreet Boys, Charlie Daniels, Duran Duran. I can name one Charlie Daniels.
Well, I was going to say, so I love Devil Went Down to Georgia, but I don't know much besides that.
That's the only one I know.
Yeah. So I'm not going to vote for Charlie Daniels. I'm going to vote for Backstreet Boys.
All right, I'll go Duran Duran.
See, the only really, like, I've heard of them, but the only thing I know really is Backstreet Boys.
All right.
I'm probably going to go Backstreet Boys.
All right, Backstreet Boys. Quit playing games with my heart. Everybody. That's your winner.
Okay.
Congratulations. So you got something to look forward to tomorrow.
I do think at some point we should allow Scooter to pick Artist of the Day for the way that you've treated him. And,
Wow. Wow, he's coming.
I know what you're doing.
You pissed him off here.
I know what you're doing here. All right, Scooter can pick on Tuesday.
There you go.
He can pick tomorrow.
So if Scooter calls tomorrow, we should give him the honor of picking for the following day.
He's calling now.
Good.
You just sent up
tomorrow. We'll set it up.
You just sent up the Scooter signals. What you just did.
I did. Or you can announce it on Sunny 102 at 4 in the morning because apparently he's listening.
Yeah, he doesn't sleep, does he?
I'm not sure he does. I'm not sure. It's impressive, actually. All right, we are.
I don't
out of
know.
time.
You are a horrible human.
Am I? All right, we got to go. For Paul, for Paulie, I'm Steve. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. And against my better judgment, we will be back tomorrow. We'll see you at noon, everybody.